All right. Hello, everyone. We are here with the next payoff debt race. This is our last match of losers round 4. We have Curtis versus Kira. And on commentary with me today, I have Cap and Urban.
Hello.
Hello. Let's go.
Alrighty. So if both of our racers are ready to go, I think we can go ahead and get this started.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alrighty. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Yo.
I'm waiting.
All right. They're not very synced up, but that's okay, I guess. It won't matter. It won't matter after the first little bit.
Yeah. Here is maybe, 5, 8, 10 seconds ahead?
Yeah, I would say on like the 6 to 8 ish.
Yeah.
Levels of ahead. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not. It's one of those where like it wants someone. If someone pulls extremely ahead, it won't matter. If it's close, then it's close, and we can just retime. But honestly, I'm kind of hoping this one is good. I mean, I actually there's some reasons to think it will. I mean, Kira. I mean,
Yeah,
she
both of
hasn't
these
been
runners.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say, both of these runners are like at the top of their game right now, which is pretty fun to watch, and they're both pretty similar in skill level.
Yeah, I mean, Kira recently also has gotten like a pretty big level up. You know, from being like 140 low to like 130x high. I mean, like, so you know, it's like she's really gotten that level up recently. So yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know both, and so it might be close. As usual, in races, it almost always. I mean, we've actually had some pretty close races this tournament, but in general, like, it just is really going to be avoiding huge turbo mistakes. You know, because that's you know that's usually the name of the game here. You know, obviously, but yeah, the tournament's been like pretty fun. As usual with the payoff debt tournament, it has taken 5 million years.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's death, taxes, and like the payoff debt tournament somehow taking like 7 months. You know, like
Yeah.
it's the once a year tournament that takes more than half a year to do.
Right. That's why we can only have them once a year, is because they
Yeah.
take so long.
Yeah, I also just, to me, it's also one of those things where I'm like, should we have a payoff debt tournament? And I'm like, it feels like we just had one. It's like, no, that was
Yeah.
last year. No, but it's been good. I mean, it's been, I mean, I don't know. It's been kind of fun. It's nice to like, I don't know. It's still nice to get the races out. Sometimes. And we have a good showing, so it's good. I definitely am. It's just kind of hard because Pikmin 2 is the most popular game, but definitely would be interested in the future, like racing some other like. There's actually a reasonable Pikmin 1 contingency recently. Maybe at some point we can do a Pikmin 1 race. Actually, convince my ass to learn it. In any case, Kira is not going for Louis Skip, which is wise. Curtis is also not going for Louis Skip, which is wise. Probably.
Yeah, I think you're the only person in this world who does. Like in a race.
To be fair, that was also the old me. I mean, I don't know how much you've been tracking what I've been doing recently in runs, but I've been a big proponent of just don't activate the Louis cutscene ever now.
Yeah, I think that's definitely play nowadays.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll be interested. So that's actually kind of what I'm looking at. I mean, I've been pretty vocal about it's good and frankly not that hard. You know, so I've been pretty vocal about doing it. So I'm curious if Curtis or Kira are gonna do it. I mean, we won't see until day 4. But I mean, but yeah, I mean but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I think it'd be really good for. I mean, I don't know, Prisoner's Dilemma, right? If both of them do it, it'd be good. But if like Kira doesn't do it and Curtis does, then that's like another easy at least an easy initial lead from Curtis. Or vice versa. Like I think like if Curtis isn't gonna do it, I'm like Kira, I'm like, do it, take the lead.
We shall see. I do think Kira's made it, has widened the gap a little bit just beyond the
Yeah, I
delay
actually
gap.
noticed that. I wonder if that was I couldn't really see. Oh no, it's because Curtis messed up the combat, the bullboard combat. I just didn't even mention that. But that is what happened there. Sorry. So there's yeah, you got to kill that bullboard. If you don't one shot that bullboard, it's not end of the world, but it is like a couple seconds, which especially if you're
Yeah,
doing
it's
arcade.
like a surprising amount of time. Yeah.
I recently I still continued the run, but I recently had a run also that missed the initial dwarf throws after the 35 bag, and oh my god, I forgot how much time that loses. Like obscene. Turns out that not
Yeah.
getting
Oh yeah.
Kira kind of gambling on throwing those Pikmin places. Hopefully they both grab onto the 10 pellet. Kira also dismissing Louis in like the weirdest spot, but
Yeah.
whatever. We ball.
Kira has gone to the Chemi school of early game where you just do everything really fast.
Do everything really does. Yeah, it's this is pretty good though. This is gonna be a good stagger. I'm looking at the stagger here on Kira's side, and this is a good stagger. Yeah, that's awesome. So much. I mean, we kind of know this if you do sub splits in AT, but so much of this split is also actually just like plucking RNG. Like like where the sprouts are, what the second captain does. There's like, if you ever have like an okay early game and you're like, why did this feel weird? Then that's why. She's activating the Louis cutscene. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Where's we're missing one guy?
it's by the onion. I saw it. What happened is it's one of those things where sometimes when you pluck and like the secondary captain pluck, you already move.
Curtis, so we're big divergence here. Curtis ended up getting my tights, and he got a ton of them. Holy cow!
Nice job, Curtis. That was sick.
Like kill 6, maybe something. I don't know, a lot.
That's
yeah. So this is gonna be a big divergence in routing for the two of them.
Not getting Louis skip here actually kind of.
No, this is the time to get it, and I think it's actually pretty good with when you have my tights.
Because you're not gonna have the. I guess it's no.
Yeah. Look at how many extra Pikmin Curtis has. Like it's.
Here's the thing, though, is that now the reason why this is kind of whack is before you would be doing that while like stuff's being carried back, but now stuff isn't being carried back. So it's yeah. No, it's all good.
The gate is still being worked on, so that's the main reason that I think it's still fine to do Louis cutscene there.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so
is Curtis gonna get are we gonna get a flower? Yeah, holy cow.
Yeah, I think you always
Curtis is
yeah, I think you always
it's just an insane number of flowered Pikmin.
Yeah, holy crap. Okay, so 1 minute, hold on. So 62, 30, 16, that was 8 Matites.
Yeah, wow.
Which is crazy. I mean, Ender Louise is going to be incredibly fast. Yeah, I think what Curtis should do, at this point, you don't actually want to overgrow because it can make fast Empress weird. So all you do is you just get, like, the first 2,
just the 10 closest near you and maybe a few of the others, yeah.
Yeah, I would even just do the 10 closest near you and the rest on the bridge and then just do that. I mean, I think that'll just be, like, dummy fast. So it is kind of hard because, like, yeah, I mean, Kira was in the lead. And then, of course, the lead widens just kind of because Like, I don't know. I do think Louis cutscene there loses a little bit more because you don't beat the gate. But Curtis is gonna like save a crap ton of time on.
Yeah,
On the whole beast.
he had enough Pikmin where he could just dismiss, and all the Bulborbs died.
Yeah, I mean, when you have that many Pikmin, it's just like, all right.
Yeah.
No, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see where we stand with knowing that Kira has like a 6 to 8 video lead. Like it'll be interesting out of Hole of Beasts where things are. So yeah, like right now it looks pretty aggressively Kira favored, but that will not last. For sure, it'll tighten up again. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, the Matite variants I found are crazy fast. I think one of my faster ever best Hole of Beast enters was with like getting like 7 Matites or something. Which again doesn't happen all the time, but like it's
you could also be like super reckless through here and don't have to worry about deaths, although Curtis is really making sure he's gonna have to maneuver past them.
Yeah, I don't like oh man. I've been really it's fine, but I've been really anal about how I'm C-sticking Pikmin onto the globe now, just because I find that, like, bringing this many Pikmin back with you is just a pain. I mean, it's fine, but, like, yeah, you kind of just have to, like, waste time. Yeah. I mean,
They were in really bad spots, so, like, I can't fault him too much for killing stuff, but...
Right.
Oh,
I don't
also... You need
Yeah.
one fewer, because he has so many Pikmin. He needs one fewer purple to load the globe now.
Oh yeah, I don't think he took advantage of that, but you are right conceptually.
Yeah, he's gonna miss the.
No.
We'll see.
No,
I think
won't.
it'll. Yeah, he won't miss it.
10 extra Pikmin, no. So there's now going to be an additional divergence. There's going to be an additional divergence because he's going to get the cutscene in Hole of Beast. Yeah, you see how fast
It was
this is?
so fast. Holy crap! He hasn't even plugged yet. Yeah.
He might still get it because
he hasn't finished plucking yet. Maybe we could see a hype lockout skip with it.
Oh my god, yeah, get the lockout skip. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Yeah.
As we said, definitely seems like Kira's pulling away now, but a lot of that is time loss for my tights, which Curtis will make up a bunch of on this next split, I think.
Yeah, I think and it's not too crazy. I mean, I think you can save up to like 10 to like, I'm thinking like 10 seconds, but I'm usually thinking like 10 seconds with 6 Matites. I mean, you're probably saving like 12-ish seconds, honestly. If you play it, if everything else goes super well, you can save like 12 seconds. So factoring that in and keeping in mind that Kira is like 6 to 7 seconds ahead on the video from the beginning, it's gonna tighten back up for sure. I just ballparked it like Curtis right now on the video is 25 seconds behind, so yeah, it's gonna be back to Kira might still have a slight lead. But Kira still might have a slight lead, but I think that's fine. I mean, it'll be Kira definitely has also gotten a lot better. One thing that like when you're like a slightly like slower mid game runner, the sign that you're getting better is when your early games. Sorry, but I was
call him out. Call him out. Yeah. Neg them.
No, we're not even like that. I'm saying it was the opposite. Of like the big step between like being like a 139 to like a 137 is just like fucking around less in early game. You know, that's what I was like more trying to get at is like Kira's also been better at getting that ass moving in early game. You know, I do think there's an element of that, and of course. you know, it cascades down. You know, I know JPEP, for example. JPEP has tried to spend a lot of time getting his early game better, and that's why he's recently like popped off, just because figuring out the next level in gameplay is really big.
Yeah,
Curtis,
so we're
however,
gonna.
sorry, go for it.
I was just gonna say we're gonna converge on Pikmin numbers here. Like you said, Curtis only grew the like 10 closest, so he only grew half of what Kira did on this split, and they're gonna get to the gate fully loaded around the same time.
Yeah, Curtis is
Although,
still days behind, I think.
yeah, Kira's gonna be a little ahead still. Curtis also doesn't have Pikmin to break this egg with.
Yeah, Yeah, I wanna. I maybe later I'm curious what the segment times are for this, because I do feel like I was watching Kira for the most part on this split actually, and I wonder if Curtis made a mistake, just because
I
he
didn't
did
really
say.
like see a mistake. I was watching pretty closely.
I see. No, I mean fair enough. Just the only reason why I was mentioning is that he didn't seem to save oodles of time here,
Right.
which and I know that you can save oodles of time, and the thing, of course, I don't have all the information. I didn't know how fast the segment was. If the segment was fast and Kira was just far enough ahead that even like plus minus 10 seconds still is far enough ahead, then that's fine. But
Yeah, hard to
but yeah,
say. I'm not really sure.
no, it's all good. Yeah,
Curtis losing over Ed, but that's fine.
I mean, yeah, 73. You have a red to lose.
Yeah.
You lost the cheater red for activating the cutscene, or I guess the opposite of the cheater red. You get the bonus red. All right, this is pretty good. Another level where because you can actually save or lose time to your opponent based on seed RNG. Oh wow, there's someone who wants to. Sorry, there's someone in the Twitch chat who wants to offer us views. That's crazy.
Get him. Yep.
Wow.
Take him. We want that stuff.
I do. It is one of those. I do secretly wonder. Like, someone must be clicking on those links. There's no way that There's no way that it's somehow a winning strategy, and yet they still exist. So someone's making money off of them.
Oh yeah, people have to click on them. They would not keep happening if people didn't click on them.
You know, and I'm not above saying, you know, it's just one of those games so obviously a scam, and it's just like get views, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, not a whole lot going on here. Early game is kind of.
Oh, for sure.
It's pretty easy to play optimally, and it seems like both the runners are playing pretty close to optimally.
I have just kind of been twiddling my thumbs, but 4 is coming up, and I don't know what 4 is going to look like. And I'm glad that Kira's ahead, because Kira's lighting is slightly better than Curtis's Orgas screen. So I can actually maybe try to see the come down super quick. I still couldn't really see anything, but that's fine. It's
Nope.
upper.
Yeah.
Nope. Yep. I just couldn't see anything. All right. Well, this is classic bad. I mean, not good.
It's not too bad.
Yeah. I mean, I think the big one. Yeah. I think Kira's doing the right call here. Not getting the body. Yeah. I mean, I would have. What I would have done. Sorry, I mean, what I would have done is I would have thrown, like, after throwing the purples, I would have thrown reds onto the Bulborb as it's dying, so those would grab onto the treasure, and then you could top off the body, I guess.
Right. I think you can load the card last.
Right. So Curtis also not
Yeah,
do. Okay,
Curtis is gonna do the same thing.
I guess they're mind melded again. They both did that, even though I mean it's slightly faster, and so I can kind of understand that if you're in the zone of like, oh well, it's only 7.
Yeah, I think something that you and I agree on at least is that getting down on Pocos early really sucks because
It
like
sucks.
it's just so hard to make them up later on.
I think the big thing is yeah, I think it's sometimes fine, but it's definitely a gamble. I think the
You're
big
missing
thing is
Fast
that
Empress.
oh no. Well, it is
Yeah, and we're not.
if it wasn't close, if it wasn't close earlier, it's gonna be close. Oh
Oh,
no,
oh,
the double fail. Oh
yeah.
god.
That is unfortunately an error on Kira's part. That was
This is
avoidable.
this is not great. If it's a
Curtis is
oh
Curtis is taking the 100% safe strat, and so he's gonna 2-cycle here.
you're getting bailed that Curtis didn't want to go for Fast Empress for some reason. I don't know. I get the safe strat, but I'm also just like, yeah, yo. All right,
I
so
think
it's now
I,
even. It's now even.
yeah. So that extra cycle made up most of the time. I don't know where
Yeah.
they're gonna be at bug
I
body
mean, I'm saying they're
wise.
about even, right? Because Curtis was like, sorry, because Kira was like 7 seconds ahead on the start, so
Yeah,
it's
that's true.
it's pretty even. It's pretty even-ish, but that's but good, close race.
Yeah, Curtis has more money, which I think
Yeah.
will be helpful.
I don't know. I wonder, was that so? That must have been more money on one.
One, yeah, for sure.
I'm
Like
trying to think.
Kira, I guess Kira just didn't get any money on one, whereas Curtis got
More
something.
money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's a shame. But yeah, but this is the thing where it's like I don't know. It is kind of hard. I was chatting with a whole bunch of runners like JPEP and Jack and other people in my chat about like the early money, and I'm still, don't get me wrong, like I'm still very much early money good. But it is just kind of hard on the margins because you also can like farm a crap ton later, and I don't know. Kira just wants. I don't know. I feel like that making the decisions quickly is what matters right now. But obviously, Curtis having a little bit more money is gonna put him in advantage later. For sure. And this is pretty. Well, one is pretty nondescript. It's looking kind of like there's no shear grub. There's a missing shear grub. There's 3 at the start, but sometimes one actually will be missing in the center room. And so if I don't notice a lot, then that's good. Hmm. 2. Oh my god, it's the Curtis 2. I wonder if Curtis is going to take the lead here because he's going to do the Curtis 2. Curtis is going to be pogging out. He's going to be like, yeah, this is my moment. Yeah, let's go Curtis 2.
I just like it's not worth it. It's not worth the brain power.
It's slightly faster. I mean, it's just one of those. I mean, I sometimes, I'm definitely, I might try learning it again, but I mean, I don't do it as much as I would like, but Yeah, and like I don't know. I think you really need okay, but the way Curtis did it, I don't think he got as much time save as he could in the past. Like the real big one is on like the first volley. If you like really mash it, like if you go super hardcore, you can get like 4 or 5 across on the first one, and then that helps. It's just kind of hard because you have to balance because you can't just like spam and get a whole bunch across, but then of course that's when you risk deaths a little bit more. Oh, Kira just kind of randomly throwing shit. But it worked, I guess. Just so many idle reds. Kira just doing things right now. But if that's what Kira has to do to go fast.
Yeah, it's not going to matter like a huge amount, but it's definitely just possible to count 5 throws every time.
Yeah, I mean, it looks, it's almost an aesthetic comment. Like, it just looked really messy. You know, you don't have to be that messy. And, like, of course, if you want to be, like, you know, incredibly nerd emoji, like, obviously, like, less reds, slightly slower dig, slightly slower wrap around the treasure, blah, blah, blah. But, like, in general, it's just, like, don't be messy if you don't have to be messy.
Kira got a really good load.
Yeah. Curtis also actually had a pretty good load.
He's missing 5 whites on it. Kira's only missing 1.
Oh.
Those whites, I think, matter a lot.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
to the point where I think it's probably better to whistle off in the like 16 to 20 range than to like 10 to 12 range.
Over whistling is definitely better than under whistling. I agree. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Curtis is like, no.
All right, one of the worst floors in the run. Let's see.
The good
It's so
news
hard
about-
to see what's actually happening.
Oh yeah, no, I can't see crap. Oh, it's these. Fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully it only takes 3 tries.
Yeah,
Yep, nice.
these shots are pretty easy. I do think Kira made a little bit of a mistake here where she dismissed right at the start, and you'll see Curtis doing something different here. So Curtis is kind of running and using that momentum to help shift, like separate his Pikmin, whereas
Yeah.
Kira had to wait longer and then wasn't able to whistle her whites quite as easily as Curtis was able to whistle his.
Oh yeah, and you know, as you say, worst floor on the run, but at the very least, they both have the same worst floor on the run. You know, so at the very least, you know, that's that. Whenever I'm getting screwed in a set seed race, I'm like, well, at least someone else has to figure out what to do here. But yeah, that's just classic, not excellent, as I would say. But you know, but fair enough. And you know, Kira's, you know, things aside, I mean, Kira is actually playing pretty stinking urgent. I mean, Curtis caught back up with Kira, but I think Kira has actually slightly enlarged the lead again, actually.
All right, so just a reminder that both of our runners are using early blues patch currently, so they will not be subjected to potential early blues soft locks. It does make the trick essentially trivial. However, definitely seen people still mess up the knapsack, so hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the classic is being like, finally, patch, and then messing up the rock section. You know, which hopefully doesn't happen here.
Or worse, just trying to be like really safe and overshooting. And so like you warp back to the start. We're just struggling with this knapsack a little bit. I hate this knapsack. It's the worst one in the game.
That one sucks. Yo, I actually yesterday or the day before, I forget. Time is a flat circle. But I actually lost a run to it. I mean,
Yeah,
wait,
it's terrible, man.
It was the same day. No, you know what it was? It was the same day with the like 19 or 20 try blue knapsack that I got recently. But on the same day, I like missed that knapsack like 9 times in a row, and I'm just like, great, that's like 18 seconds. I'm not doing this.
Yeah, it's like more than that even, because those knapsacks are not super easy to retry always.
Yeah, no, that was. In any case,
Not in the way that SH knapsack is.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
first try SH knapsack, which is nice.
Yeah,
Wasn't it?
well, of
It
course,
was first try.
that's another separator potentially, right, between Curtis
Yeah.
and Kira, because knapsack. Unfortunately, the set has a. Oh my, Curtis, no! Oh, Curtis pulled a me. He pulled
Oh
a me.
no. Got it though. I hate going to the left of that little corner there.
It's
Or
yeah.
that knapsack. It's like it is all personal preference, but anytime
No,
I feel like I go over there, I just mess up.
I don't know exactly where it is, but there is a zone slightly to the left where it will fail. Right, where Lou will get
Oh,
stuck.
yeah, you'll get stuck. Yeah. The other thing is if you don't cancel early enough, you can get some of your other Pikmin trying to latch onto you, I think. Maybe
Yeah.
not. It's been a long time. I don't do it that way for that reason.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, no. I mean, where you're doing it is fine. In any case, Curtis getting the dice time save, which is not great because it's the 2 purple dice time save, but still the dice time save nonetheless. And yeah, I will be, yeah, I mean, whatever John's that Curtis was saying as to why he's, like, gonna lose or whatever, but, like, I think Kira is just playing slightly more aggressive, but also that knapsack hurt like a lot, and that wasn't really. Well, no, Curtis woke up on the first try knapsack, so it was his fault actually. Sorry, Curtis, love you. But that is almost the definition of your fault. Not that I am personally judging because I do that all the time.
Totally.
I really like what Curtis is doing is kind of like the new thing to do where you kind of overthrow to intentionally try to throw like 5 or 6 whites onto the marble.
Yep.
That's always really good. I like the lowdown to check. Pretty reasonable. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I have a hard time seeing if the flower is over there sometimes when I go in lowdown mode, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean the good news is that the flower is over here. If the flower is in the same room as the strawberry, you're actually kind of in like a good spot.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing? Okay. Okay. It's kind of zoomed out. I couldn't really see how.
Oh man. Yeah. See, this is a little bit of I'm not crazy about not leaving any Pikmin behind to like deal with these things, because now Kira's having to try to figure out how to deal with like the mum that is in the way here.
There's a whole bunch of things. There's a whole bunch of things that aren't making that to me aren't making a lot of sense here. Kira threw multiple Pikmin onto the mum, which is neither here nor there, but the more Pikmin that are hitting the mum, the more likely that the mum will actually be able to eat Pikmin, right? Like the big thing is if you throw 1 Pikmin on there, the mum accuracy is terrible. What Curtis did here, which is really good, because it's gonna make sure that it's gonna make things collect. Well, no, there's all other problems here.
Yeah, it's gonna munch on some purples here. I think.
He's gonna lose like 2 purples, and he's gonna be like incredibly sad about it. But what are you gonna do? And it's purples. Yep, there's 1. There's 2.
Yeah, as much as it sucks, I think you got to take the time to kill stuff.
Yeah,
Like, I know it sucks. I really know it sucks, but
Yeah, no, he had to kill. He had to kill more stuff, but Curtis did the right thing though, which is leaving behind the purples. Well,
right.
he had the time.
So he had a way to kill stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a way to kill
He
stuff.
just needed, yeah, he just needed to take another extra second or two to kill a couple of the small bugs that were in the way. Yeah, Kira lost a bunch of Pikmin on that floor too, so
Yeah, and
we're evening out a little bit.
Yeah, and Kira lost like a lot of time. I mean, I think Kira just like couldn't exactly figure out how she wanted to manage the Pikmin there. I mean, that might be a good thing for her to look at what Curtis did just on that management. It was just better.
Yeah. I think Curtis is making up a little time here as well. Like, he made up time on 2, and so you see that they are pretty close to even now. Kira's probably a couple seconds ahead, given delay.
Yeah, I mean they're actually really close. Yeah, I see Curtis is starting to turn on a little bit, top player a little bit. I like this. I like this a lot. Just keep deloading stuff. Very good RNG. I like this. See, now Curtis is wasting time killing that cannon beetle, and he's reading the gauge wrong. Okay, excellent. Thanks, dog. That excellent was sarcastic. I'm actually not rooting for Curtis. I am slightly, but go Curtis, but also go Kira. Go both of them. You know what I'm saying, Curtis? So gauge read here. As I've been finding out, why are you, dude? What are you doing? Why are you not max loading the? Okay, I don't know. Curtis do so well. This entire thing, Curtis was having a brain freeze. I don't know what really happened here. But that's okay. Yeah, damn. Kira once again kind of pulled in the lead here. Curtis played too well. I mean, he's playing okay. He definitely can close the lead on Kira later on, but was kind of not normal Curtis level of play on 4, which is happens to the best of us.
Unlucky on Kira there.
Yeah. You know, I like in that situation where it feels close. I actually like doing what you do, Urban, where you throw like a bunch of whites. Actually, where you throw like a couple.
Yeah,
Pikmin.
you can just long throw any color Pikmin onto it, and it's usually pretty easy to nail him.
The thing that you're really good at this, which is why you do it. But the thing is that you just have to line everything up because
yeah,
because you need to get the
if
direct
you miss
hit.
the shots. Curtis, my friend, Curtis.
Oh, God, buddy.
Yeah, so I think something that you saw Curtis struggle with a little bit there is negative information. So like using the gauge to tell you where the treasure isn't.
Yeah.
Because like the proximity told you that it had to be pretty much as far away as it could be in that room.
Right.
So like he ended up checking 2 corners. He ended up checking like the 2 corners closest to him first when it was the 1 corner that was furthest away. And I think you could tell that by how strong the gauge was. It's hard not to take that. I'll call it bait. It may not be bait, but it's hard to not take that bait, I think.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Exact word choice notwithstanding. But no, I'm totally with you. I also, side note, I mean, those fives are usually pretty good, right? Double small room is pretty good. What is okay? Yeah, okay. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know why you bring your whites over here.
I don't know, but yeah, I mean, no, it's fine. Yours is doing a little like, is there lens? I think
Yeah. Curtis might
right
be a little more thorough in his check. Curtis is usually pretty good about being thorough, so we'll see if he happens to find it, but it doesn't look like it's there.
Yeah, and of course, this is the hard thing about being quote-unquote thorough is, right, is that now Curtis has to move all the way, you know. The thing about being that thorough, I kind of like what Kira did, honestly. Though,
yeah, no, I agree with... If Lens happens to be there, what Kira did can end up sucking a little bit. However, Lens wasn't there, so...
I do feel like it's kind of hard. I've been doing this, and I'm, of course, thinking about runs, and of course, runs are very different. right? But after a certain point, I basically like assume that there either is or isn't lens, because
Yeah.
like you know,
Also,
yeah.
Kira just threw 5 reds on the Snagret head. Never do that, especially if you have whites, because whites will do more damage to the gate.
Less damage to the gate,
And
but yes,
so,
whites
who
do less
cares?
damage, reds do
Yeah,
more
sorry.
damage.
Yeah, reds do more damage. Yeah, so there's no reason to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know what Curtis is doing here either.
Uh,
I
this
don't. I
is,
don't.
no,
23 is not enough for the. That's not enough for the gate, is it?
if you nectaring, it can. So here's the thing, it can be, but it's a little bit far. I thought he was it's close, but I thought he was going to 23 on the gate is really good if you nectar, right? If you
Yeah.
also take the time to nectar, because then it's about even. That's what I do. But if you're not gonna nectar, it's yeah, because it's not like it was pretty close.
Okay. It wasn't. It wasn't as bad as I thought. I thought it was going to take a lot longer, but no, it wasn't too bad.
No, yeah, it's red. I mean, as you said earlier, right? Reds do their
Uh,
thing.
yeah. Curtis is so far ahead in bug money, right? Was that like a difference of 30, 35?
Yeah, I think so. Curtis got he got punished by eating, but he did get like the chrysanthemum on 2, which is 7, and then Curtis was like 8 up at the end of Snaggered Hole, so that's already 15 just on those 2 observations. Curtis also killed the cannon. He collected both cannon beetles on 4, so that's another 8. So now we're at like 20 something, and then Curtis must have also gotten something else somewhere. So yeah, I mean that's the math. As expected, the math checks out, but like that's gonna be Curtis's saving grace, really. I mean that's the advantage that he still has in this
Yeah, honestly, I would say he's ahead with the time difference and that many Pokos, because like Kira is in extra treasure territory pretty much 100% right now.
Yeah.
Curtis probably doesn't need, and I'm talking extra on top of AM territory,
No, yeah,
whereas
no,
Curtis
I
was
know what you
probably
mean. Yeah.
beyond that. That's
Uh,
for the plebes in chat.
oh yeah,
Plebs
yeah,
in
no, I got
chat.
you. Yep. Curtis also, speaking of exposition, Curtis getting Kira got unlucky, and or Curtis got lucky, whichever perspective you want. Kira got all 3 red, and Kira got 2 blue. Sorry, Kira got all 3 red, and Curtis got 2 blue. So
Yeah.
easier.
Kira's also not gonna get Cask in. Like, she'll either have to do a switch or she won't have the whites with her because she's only got 2 whites on Cask.
I would just leave the whites on Cask. It's
Oh,
bad.
we've got a lovely ad on Curtis's stream.
Oh
Enjoy,
yeah,
everyone.
let's go! Woo! Kurt, you know, this is the kind of Curtis gameplay I've grown to know and expect from him, if I'm gonna be honest. Wow. Let's go, Curtis. Curtis is taking an ad break. Wow, I need to change Nightbot's settings. No, Nightbot, no. Stop it, Nightbot. He's okay. This gameplay is fucking thing. Thank you, Average. Thank you for correcting your language. I don't. Yeah. Well, all right. 5-hour energy. Yeah. All right. I mean. Yeah, I think this is fine. I just think you have to leave the whites on there and go. I think that's what you have to do.
Oh no, she's too far away now. So she's gonna have to double back and whistle from under the onion.
Unfortunately, this is just an oopsie daisies.
Yeah, tough.
Yeah.
Tough. What's on there? Okay, it's mostly blues on the cask, so that's good at least.
Yeah, numbers are fine. It's just that entire segment was like just obnoxiously slow. Yeah, but it's all good. LOL average. We come back from the ad and Curtis is just a perplexing pool. You know, that's crazy.
Curtis actually planned the ad break for that specifically. Just he
Yeah.
has a save file ready.
Yeah, he's the same. He comes back. He's in Citadel of Spiders. It's like,
Uh,
oh, hey.
yeah.
No, I was gonna say, to Curtis's
I hate
credit.
this layout.
This layout sucks.
Hatred for this layout. This is a skip the body layout. I think.
Yeah, but guess what? Guess who really freaking
Yeah. Really needs money.
If Ancient Sprout is good, I'm thinking like maybe.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. You're that low.
Only because you would yeah, I mean, or like the Dark Horse. I don't know. The thing is that I don't know. This is a thing where, and to me, I don't want to like talk mad shit, but to me, this is what would separate like whether or not I think Kira's ready for the next level. Does she know? Does she know?
Yeah, does she know?
Because to me,
Curtis,
if you don't know, like the thing that if you want to be a top runner, you have to know.
yeah, I have to have the situational awareness. So yeah,
Right.
Curtis is like 33 Pocos ahead after that floor.
Yeah, which is
Also, this is unfortunately this is just one like, it's gonna work out for Kira, it looks like.
yeah.
But I think this is one where you just gotta kill the fire geysers. Like,
I would say you can kill. So what I like to do, which I think is fair, is you throw reds on like the one closest to spawn, right? Like the first one. So like
yeah,
that's
what Curtis ended up doing.
Yeah, and then you
Yeah,
can
Curtis got a little lucky, but played this beautifully. Like the fire geyser timing worked out, but it was a really smooth looking
can
floor.
deload the fire guy. I want to come out here. I get what you're saying, but I do want to come out and just say that you can like off screen the fire geysers and Kira. Okay, if you pause, if you can't figure it out, Kira sat there for like 3 seconds. When at that point, just pause for a half second. It's cringe, but you got to do it.
Yeah, I will say, usually if you don't see it on the come down, it's in the closest location. That hole.
Yeah. Kira.
Okay, do we got both of them over there? Or is one hidden in the back?
Yeah, well, I think so.
Ooh, good.
Yeah,
Great layout. Great layout. Although we are attempting to do this as poorly as possible. Oh my god.
No. Oh, shoot.
Oy vey.
You need to whistle. I think.
Yeah, she needed to kill one of the beetles. Like.
Yeah. Okay. I think
you can't just ignore the threat at hand. Unfortunately.
Yeah. I also just think. I mean, A, there's that. I think B, there's you definitely need to get this body. Unfortunately, you need to just like put all. You need to wait and get the body here.
Yeah, and this sub-level alone, Curtis caught up, it looks like.
Yeah, and now Curtis has oh my god.
Has even more money. Yeah, has even more money.
Yeah, you have to just yeah.
And is up 20 Pikmin, so yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It will be an uphill climb for Kira, I would say.
Yeah, this is just one of those where like, and trust me, I'm the kind of person where like this happens to me. It runs all the time, right? This is why this game is frustrating. Is like, you know, one bad decision can just really cost you that much. You know what I mean? Like, I think the thing that, like, I don't know. I know you know, because especially because back, you know, when we were fighting in the trenches when we were all worse at the game, but like, a Wollywog is a really dangerous enemy. Like, it can just kill like 10 Pikmin really fast.
Yeah, like we saw there. Yeah,
like you should like when the Wollywog drops, you need to, if you're not ready for it, you need to back off. You know, like, you need to get out of the way. Like Kira was trying to do everything. Like it's just like get out of. Oh god. Oh.
Curtis, what is happening? What is happening?
Oh.
Curtis left a fire geyser alive. You can't just ignore the threats at hand, guys. I'm sorry.
Curtis is like ignore everything. Go. I do. Okay, Curtis is now doing. Okay, the thing is, this part, Curtis.
Yes,
I just think
this
was
is
doing
correct.
where
Oh,
Curtis was
nice. Nice egg. But there's like Curtis, I don't think broke the fire geyser right at the start, right?
I do not remember. The thing about the fire geyser right at the start is it might be fine.
Oh, it's gone. Okay.
No, he
Looks
did.
like there was a red. He had put a red on it. I just didn't see it.
Yeah, he must have just. Yeah.
All
Like
right,
this is
Curtis
just one
played
of those.
this pretty nicely.
Yeah. This is just one of those where like, oh man,
Oh yeah.
you know, and I feel for you, Kira, because I was struggling on this floor a little bit, and I had to actually go into the practice hack and practice this again to get it back. You know, just because like hustling here is sometimes not easy.
Yeah. Curtis also like did a good job of anticipating potential problems down the line that I don't think Kira matched quite to the same level. Like Curtis recognized that there were dweebles that were likely going to pick up the skull, and so he dealt with them immediately after the skull was moving. Whereas Kira, like both of the dweebles ended up grabbing the skull.
Right. And like it's kind of crazy because Kira was playing incredibly well, but like like again like that 4 and 6 in 2 floors, it made a complete difference.
Yeah, it's
70
also so easy to
Pikmin.
get
Oh
tilted.
yeah, I mean if I
Yeah,
had 78
the
Pikmin in
Pikmin
weekday,
count's a big problem.
yeah, this
The
is not
Pikmin count, the money count. Oy. Uh, uh. Curtis's knapsack. It wasn't his fault, but it just looked nerve-wracking. Throw to the right of that fire geyser, in my opinion.
Ugh. All right, well, rough. But if there's anything I've learned in Pikmin 2, it's that shit can happen. So, I don't know. If one bomb rock on
Yeah, right?
in
Like,
something
Curtis...
complex. Yeah.
Here's down 20 Pikmin. Curtis could be down 40 Pikmin. A single floor reset. Like, there are lots of things that can happen.
Yeah, a single floor reset. You always have to watch out for the
Curtis...
single floor reset.
Yeah, Curtis is in good bug body position though, but good money position, whereas Kira's in really bad money position.
I do think this is one where like I don't know JPEP Jack and others we can wax poetic around like oh what if you get lens, what if you just get money later, but like in general, oh god Kira, what are we doing? No god. No,
See
not
the money amount, is that what you're...
no, not breaking. Yeah, like not breaking 49.15 is bad.
Yeah, like 49.20 you're already down bad. 49.40 is like
49.20 is the classic. If you go ham in Valley of Repose 2, you might not need Love Nugget.
yeah.
But you have to go ham. 4947, that's like, oh,
You're good, right? You're rolling in it essentially, especially for a non-lens run.
no lens. Yeah, I mean no lens. I mean you still should try to get some money in Valley of Repose 2 if you want to be like set in Perplexing Pool, but you're in a good spot. You are positioned to succeed. Importantly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 16 whites, 18 purples.
I mean, it's just the Wally. I mean, it's just the Wally walk. Like it's just she just killed. That's where she lost those.
Yeah, I don't know what the blue... I did not see what the blue numbers are going to look like, but they're probably not great either. Curtis, on the other hand, has a full squad. He's down 2 purples, but, like, not a huge deal. Yeah, 53 blues is not great either.
Like, this is how many, like, there's 13 vacancies here.
Right, yeah, that's a lot. And, like, Kira is going to have to get all 3 on SCX3. And when I say
Yeah.
SCX3, I mean SCX4.
Yeah, yeah, for real. Or get the flower on SCX3 if it's a layout that's good for it. But like, but this is just like
Yeah.
the thing that's like pretty hard about
Uh,
like. Oh,
we've
oh,
got some buffering on Curtis's stream.
Curtis, no, the
Hi,
frames,
Pusher,
the frames.
my friend.
Maybe just refresh the stream. Yeah, just
Yeah, probably.
woohoo! Oh nope, it's still doing it. All right. Well, we're back. No, it might be Curtis side. Curtis might be dropping frames.
Yeah.
It's all good. As long as he doesn't drop frames immediately into perplexing pool. Yeah.
Looks like we're back. It's incredible that like 7 blues is enough to ferry all those guys across.
Yeah, I just don't even know what you do. You
have not enough. Oh no, you might not even have enough. How many purples do you need to do this? How?
24 is gonna be tight. Oh.
It might not be too bad. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, we're good. It's just this is gonna be really slow.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way of slicing it differently. I don't know. I mean, I have thought about it, and the answer is obviously like, do not do this. It wouldn't make any sense. But like, if you have 87 in theory, it's kind of hard, right? Because if you have 87 in a run, the answer is like cry. Like you wouldn't do it. But like I don't know. Like, would you take out? I'm thinking like, would Reds do anything? Not really.
No,
Like,
I don't think so. Yeah, I think you just take the loss.
Taking Reds into XCX and turning them into whites, not.
No, yeah, that's not viable. That's not real.
Not really. Yeah.
Yeah, Kira's gonna get cutscened here too. I'm pretty sure. Like, there's just no way around it. I don't think.
Yeah. Well, I just chaos. Yeah. It's fine.
Curtis,
Okay,
on the other hand, played this quite well. Oh my gosh, is the ring
fine.
going to get carried in? Okay.
I think so. I think.
Is he grabbing? Is he grabbing? I don't see him grabbing in the cutscene.
No, not in the cutscene. Just hold. This would be. If it doesn't, that would be very sad. But I think
it would be so bad, man. Oh no.
It would
okay.
Be,
I was gonna be so. I was gonna be so sad for him. Like, that's risky. That's a risk I don't think I'm willing to take. It's like, you can be fairly certain that it's probably gonna work out, but you cannot be 100% certain, and I think that's where you want to be. Oh, okay. Kira is taking out some reds, not all. Why?
10 reds for blues. I mean, sorry, 10 reds for whites. I don't think it's worth it, but I don't know. At this point,
it's just not worth having the. It's just not worth having the extra Pikmin. Also, you're gonna have to like dismiss and throw the reds in. So.
Yeah, I mean,
I think you just take the full thing. There's nothing back there. Do not check that room. There is nothing back there.
God.
I'm a liar.
You're Curtis. I'm gonna beat you.
I'm a liar. Yeah.
You saw the alcohol. Oh, never mind. Okay, maybe I'm eating my words. Wait a sec. Hold.
No. Yeah, I'm full of crap. Yeah, I'm surprised.
Wait, no. Did he see that the alcove had a tape in it? Because I saw the alcove. But the
No,
alcove must
I
be
think he just looked at Gage because it was pretty obvious by Gage that there was something back here, and like it wasn't taped. So
Oh, I'm just shook because I saw the alcove. Normally, because I saw the alcove, there's an alcove off the big room that I saw on the come down. And so 99% of the time I'd be like, oh. But again, I'm a dummy. So don't listen to me, Curtis. Don't watch this VOD. Do not have evidence. Do not
this
have
is
evidence of my criticisms.
Kira is making the interesting choice to go around this way. You know what? I don't hate it. What are we doing though?
I mean, you got to get. So
What are we doing? What are we
this is
doing?
where. And granted, Kira's probably tilted out of her mind because there's so much other shit that's been going on that is not money related.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing, but like you have no money. Like I don't know. This is one where, and you and I have obviously done enough AT. Like it's not
Wait.
like
Oh, Curtis. Oh my God. Ugh. That was.
that was closer than it should have been. I
I just don't. I don't see the benefit in going for something like that when you're in a race. Like if you're trying to go for a PB and it's a bad run, fine. But in a race,
I think okay. Here's the thing. The bomb dropped late, so I think see that late drop that Kira. I think that's why. I think he was waiting for the bomb and it didn't drop, so he said, "Oh, it's fine." But I guess
and then it
Curtis
barely turned out to be fine.
Well, it did turn out to be
There
fine.
was definitely barely. Well, yeah, right. It could very easily have not been fine, I guess.
I think I don't know. Yeah, I think the big thing with Kira is I think Kira just has to be better. This is like a separate point from like the Pikmin death because that's kind of obvious, and I don't want to like you know just like hit that point too
Harp on
hard.
it too much, yeah.
Yeah, but like I think the big thing with Kira is like if you're broke, you have to know you're broke. And not just like know you're broke as in like yes I know I'm broke, but like you have to like do something about it. You can't just be like I'm broke and then like
Ooh. Curtis minus 2 purples.
Yeah, Curtis buddy, I saw that from a mile away, dude.
Yeah, I saw that happen and saw that coming.
Yep. To be fair, speaking of, I was just gonna say what I was gonna say for Kira is like you need to have like a plan to win, which is just to say that like if you're broke, you need to have a plan to get unbroke. Like see if one was good because one actually was pretty good. If I saw the come down correctly now, like SCX1 actually was pretty good for AT. Obviously, you wouldn't get it if you weren't insanely super turbo behind, but like probably less than 30 seconds to get tape.
Yeah.
If you multitested it well.
Oh.
And like Kira just had to be if you're rolling up, I liked this actually secretly. Doing combat second. You wanted to dismiss at spawn, so I don't like necessarily how that went down, but
Yeah,
the bullshit dismiss is annoying.
yeah.
That's just bullshit. That's just obnoxious.
I would have had a really hard time doing combat last here, I think, especially just because you're walking through that room already.
I do think combat last is the answer, but this is like to me the importance of like, in my opinion, doing it correctly is if you bring the whole squad, it kind of defeats the point of doing combat last. Like, I think
you're still having to do some backtracking.
Right. The whole idea is that but you would just do like blues on everything, and then you would take the whites. So you would take the purples and you kill it, and then you take the whites, and it would all work. And weird layout, by the way. Hallway hole, which is pretty rare for a 4. Means there's no alcoves.
Yeah, double hallway hole. Yeah, no alcoves.
Yeah. Woo,
well, you can still have alcoves, can't you?
If you have the hole and the geyser in the hallways, I don't think there can be any alcoves, because otherwise it would prioritize spawning the hole and geyser there. I think we can check cave gen, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, Kira is getting all 3.
I mean, she has to.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But yeah,
Curtis saying no, thank you, Rimwalk or anything of the sort.
yeah, not the room walk layout. Yep, I mean, okay.
All right, I don't mind that play from Curtis. I think it's pretty good. Like getting someone at the exit right from the start. Just that way you're not having to ever backtrack for it.
I agree. I actually think that if there is, if you
Ooh.
have spawn hole, okay, being a little
Yeah,
bit.
you gotta thread the needle a little bit there, right? Like if you just play that a little safer. Oh no, Curtis, no.
That would have been funny. It would have been horrible, but I would have laughed.
Yeah.
That would have been okay. I don't hate this backup a little bit.
Yeah, this ended up working. I just think if you play it a little more intentionally from the start, you have a bit of an easier time.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Kira's struggling.
Well, like here for me, I'm just like, what is the plan? What is the plan? Why are we putting all of our whites on this treasure? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
Like,
what is
I just
happening?
don't like.
Yeah,
Like,
this is pretty backwards. Kira might think that there's a treasure off the spawn.
I don't know.
Maybe?
Or
But like now you see them both.
Kira
Also, as
is this
much
one of those
as
things
like
where-
as nice as the dopamine rush of like just getting out without flipping any beetles is, these guys are just also tied on each other. I don't know if I ever make that play.
I just don't. I'm just not sure what the why not whistle things. I don't know. Like the main thing is, and the problem is, I know what it is. Is there's a thing, of course, where you're tilted, so you just start doing random bullshit. I don't know. Like I don't want to try to armchair psychology it, but that was just. I mean, that was just kind of weird. Like that just is kind of antithetical to good Pikmin 2 philosophy, and she knows good Pikmin. She knows how to play the game. She's good enough. So I just feel like, I don't know I don't really know what to say there.
Is the other one back here? It is, okay.
Yeah, nice. Okay, Curtis has a really good read. Curtis has a really good read here, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know if this is the right order. I guess the roaming rank made it the right order. No, okay.
Yeah, I agree.
No, that's why. No, it took me 5 seconds, but I came around.
What are you doing? What are you doing? No, 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 no. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for the bait. Don't fall for the bait. Yeah, damn it. It's hard not to get baited there. I get it.
I think the big thing there is you just look. To me, I understand getting baited.
You
the big
see-
thing is behind you. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I understand. I 100% agree that like, hey, that is something that you should probably be able to like
No,
suss out.
It's a bait though.
Oh, yeah. You can't. Oh, that purple is gonna.
The hard part about this is it's like the weaving back and forth is what's not working for Kira here, frankly. Oh
Yeah.
lord. But oh lord. Yeah. But we're okay, but before this, which is its own sort of clusterfuck, which is somewhat separate. She went one way, and then she went back to throw it again, and then she went there, and then there was just a lot of waffling back and forth where you needed to sort stuff out and go in one direction.
I agree. Yep, I think that's a really good way to put it. You can't be indecisive in this game. Even if you're like making mistakes, you need to make the mistakes quickly.
Yeah, you need to make mistakes. Yeah, I do think there's something to be said for making mistakes fast, making mistakes faster. Just make them fast.
Yeah. Yeah, Curtis is taking out reds here. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think you need him,
Taking out reds, I
especially
think.
because he's not. He is putting the reds. Okay, yeah. See, like this is just too slow.
10 reds? Absolutely not. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I
90.
think between
Just
yeah
do FC.
between
Yeah,
yeah,
go.
just be careful and enter with 65. Um, between the amount of time it took, like getting them out of the actual onion, and then
The menuing? Absolutely not. Yeah.
the menuing plus the switch and getting the reds on.
Of course, he's
He
not
is
going to be
operating
punished
with
for
like
this race.
13 purples.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's not getting punished for it because it's a race, but, like, there's, like, my brother in Christ, there's no way. There's absolutely no way those 10 extra blues in FC are gonna do anything. Yeah,
Yeah,
Kira's
yeah. They're not going to do a whole lot, and so like because he overloaded a little bit, Kira is only going to be down like 7 Pikmin here, which I don't think is that big of a deal. There are no gates in FC, which is where like Pikmin numbers really start to matter. Okay.
nice
Hopefully
stun.
Kira recognizes her position here and how good these bodies are to get. Curtis, I will. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. You cannot
Bro, what are we
kill,
doing?
you cannot kill 7 value enemies and not collect them. Like, especially when they're that close. Like,
So,
please,
like, why did
please.
you just do it?
Yeah, I
Okay,
don't know why this is the order you do this in. I do it the other way.
I will no, well, no, but my whole thing is that the loading was really delayed too. Like, he just throw purples on it earlier. Like, don't. He was so indecisive about it. Just get it. Just get the stuff. I don't really
Yeah.
think which order you do it in particularly matters. As long as you both do it quick. Yeah, there you go.
You normally try to make a judgment call on which score position you're on and adjust how many Pikmin you throw on it.
If
Because,
you,
like,
if yeah, to me, if you know, the hard part is sometimes it's close,
yeah,
especially
like I
because
couldn't tell on this one.
Yeah,
I'm not even sure I know which one is in the higher score location. It's the lighter one, right?
yeah,
Oh,
correct.
Kira,
Yeah,
Kira, 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 my dear. Oh no.
yeah. Oh Lord. The the
And we're still low on money.
yeah.
Oi,
Throw.
oi, okay, switch to purples. Okay, we're good, we did it.
But like, go grab this. See, so the only reason this is another one where you would change your behavior based on your money is I would go to the treasure. The actual answer to what you do here first is if you're low on money, you go to the one with the bulborbs first, so you can kill them and just like load them with purples while you start the first dig, right?
Yeah.
And then a couple purples are fine because it'll beat everything in.
Yeah.
I think that to me is a big thing because what happened is Kira did it in the other order, which was quote unquote fine, but then it is just genuinely harder to get both of the bulborbs, and she needs
Yeah.
both of the bulborbs.
Oi. We're really just
Ooh,
letting stuff die.
that was terrifying. Both are doing the same strategy though, which is good. Yeah.
I think it's
All right.
correct. Curtis killed these things before going up here, though, and like,
Well,
while
okay.
what Cure is doing, I think is technically going to be faster.
Well, it got a
It's
little bit weird.
a lot less safe. Oh man, what is happening here?
Well, it just was. Well, that's just one where this is kind
The
of hard because the treasure ran
the boom
interference.
Yeah. The boot is not moving nearly fast enough.
Fine, just missile. Like, to me, it's like, why are you going back here? Like why are you running and loading? I don't know. Like, I guess you could do the swap here. I guess you whistled off whites to put
Yeah,
whites on, but okay, I don't know.
it's
I think
late enough that, right? I just don't know how much
no.
benefit there is to it. Okay, Curtis is being pokey with some some dwarf bulborbs.
The thing about yeah, I mean this is fine. At least Bull Bear is close, and at least Kira got a stun here, so that's good. So Kira needs to recognize that little square hallway has no spawn positions. So just don't go there. Just don't go that direction. There's no spawn positions. Nothing for you there. Very good RNG. On 4.
Yeah, the orientation in the first room kind of sucks.
It's not amazing, but in general, compared to how some 4s can go, the treasures being close.
Yeah.
Ish.
It's also easy, like straightforward to play.
Yeah, 1 purple on the marble. We'll get that in, and then yeah, I mean this is just.
Yeah, I think Curtis did it right. He threw a couple whites. I think that's the correct play.
Yeah,
Is he gonna
just like
pluck?
1 or 2. It's nothing crazy. Yeah, just 1. Like he only threw 1, but you only needed 1, so that's fine.
Yeah.
As long as you get 1 early. I think the big thing is that the marbles carry a little bit slower than you expect, so getting it loaded early is good, but Curtis did that, so yeah, great. I feel like we were talking about other shit that was happening, but FC3 was really good. And FC4 was also like pretty good. So I don't know, like FC3 had like a lot of the treasures close to spawn as well. So it was like a generally
Yeah,
slower
it was
game.
hard. I was going back and forth, so it was hard for me to pick up like what the full layout was. Curtis says lots of leaves, lots of leaf purples,
Yeah, it's hard to know exactly.
which
I mean,
sucks because there's like
there's
no
ton
place to nectar those guys.
COS2 in the alcove, the guaranteed nectar alcove. As long as there's the RNG that has that, there's always nectar. There's always an egg drop in the COS2 alcove, so you have to go for that, or you just kind of suffer until COS5. But yeah, I mean, there's no easy answer otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like Curtis is one non-trivial floor ahead
Yeah,
of Kira right now.
I mean,
And he's got a substantial Pikmin advantage and a substantial money advantage still, I think. So
yeah, I think this is just the classic. I mean, this is just Pikmin 2 though, where like when it rains, it pours.
yeah,
Like it is.
100%.
It is kind of sad. It's like not funny, like haha funny, but just like the other connotation of funny. But like, it really was just 4 and 6 on BK, and 4 and 6 on BK were so bad that like, I don't know, it created a whole bunch of other problems that cascaded. And you know, there you go.
Curtis,
Curtis
what are you
not,
doing? What are you doing, bro?
Curtis not taking this. 11's not enough. I don't know why. I don't know what we're doing here. Unless 11 is
Yeah, why
enough.
are we not? Why are we not max loading it?
You know, you need to max load it, dude. Oh no. Oh god. Oh god. Oh shit. No. Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah, okay. You got a lure. I think that's okay.
I know. I mean, that's fine, but like, just like you do this with 20 whites, and
Yeah.
you suffer, and it's safer. I mean, it ended up working for him clearly. But like, yeah, like just do it. Like the other treasure would have been fine. You know, like.
He did. He had some great recognition, though. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty impressive.
I think what he must have seen on the come down, and it's impossible to confirm because you can't see anything on Curtis's come downs. Is if you see that this is in the room, right? That like this treasure's in this room, you know that it has to be in the big room somewhere. The other treasure has to be in the big room somewhere. So Kira's doing this first, which I think is fine, honestly, when you have low Pikmin. But Curtis basically just booking it to the big room and looking at the gauge. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. So, yeah, if you just book it to the big room, which you 100% should do if you see that the other treasure's in the small room, then, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Very good recognition for sure. Yeah, Curtis, little rough early game, but Curtis has kind of tightened up. I mean, also, it should be said, Curtis actually, speaking of rough early game, but tightening up later, Curtis got a late game RTA PB, which was pretty substantial recently. So, you know, he's been playing better as well. He just has to, like, in terms of, like, RTA PB, he just has to, you know, lock in mentally a little bit. And
Yeah.
you know, obviously get lucky. I mean, you know, you know, like there's, you know, PBs require luck. That's correct. But you know, but he's playing better. You know, he's also playing better. So hopefully it encourages him to not. Oh, thanks, Curtis. I look great in that photo. There's no shame. That's a good photo of me.
Curtis rocking 11 purples. Holy crap.
Yeah, Curtis has no purples. Luckily he is not. He's still winning in the has Pikmin department. So compared to 13. So yeah, I mean when Kira only has, the thing is 11 purples, but 5 of them are leaves. That's kind of rough. That's kind of
Yeah.
kind of.
Do you think he grows on GK2?
That's
Not
hard.
GK2. Sorry, COS2.
COS2 potentially. The hard part is then
Depends
you're
on
really
how. Yeah, it depends on how confident you are with BLL with low purples.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm curious. We'll see. The big thing is, of course, like those just really aren't getting through though until 5. So if you want to have like 10 leaf, I guess. No, I don't think it's in his muscle memory yet.
Lucky stun, bro.
All right. All right.
Yeah,
Good.
who needs to be good? We can just be lucky.
Yeah, I mean, okay, sure, okay.
Come on, gate.
Yeah, I did think he took. You could just like steer some Pikmin into the gate and then do all that purple throwing and loading.
Yeah.
Just steer like the blues and the whites into the gate first, because like yeah, no, this is happening, but who cares? Like you still have an entire thing to dig after the gate goes down.
Yep.
Okay, you know what? Granted, Kira actually played this 2 better. Kira also did not lose that purple somehow. So Kira just straight up played this better. So there you go. Obviously, oh, I mean, Kira, by the way, as usual, Kira like broke his shit. Yeah, see, Kira needed the lucky stun. Kira did not throw that purple in the right spot. See, this is just okay. So I said Kira plays correctly. That was a slight. I spoke a little too soon. I think Kira needed to save the purples. Should only have C-sticked the Pikmin and not the purples, just so that you can kill this, right? Because then it would have been perfect. But you can't. At some point, you YOLO too much that you're not really playing the game anymore. If you YOLO too much. I like what Curtis did here. Throwing. I would have maybe put a couple more blues on there, but I would put a couple more blues.
I would have put more blues, just because you know that it's not gated. You know the shell isn't gated.
Yup, 100%.
Did not need to kill him. I guess if you want. What are you doing? What are you doing, bro?
Okay. Woo. Doesn't know where he's going. I guess you want those bugs. I thought his money was pretty good, so I don't really know if
he needs 60 in the last 2 caves. Oi! No, man, that was very predictable. That's what you just got to deal with the. Right, like he didn't deal with the snitch bugs quick enough, and so he was still dealing with them, and so that meant he couldn't deal with the beetles. It's because he insisted on throwing blues on to the snitch bugs instead of using purples.
Just slow down, grab one purple, aim properly, and down it.
Yeah.
That's one we're taking.
And he just did it again. Yeah, he just whistled everyone off, and so like he's gonna leave a bunch of Pikmin behind in addition to all the deaths he just had.
Yeah, Kira, ironically, somehow not.
This is
reverse order here, but
yeah, reverse order is better, I think.
Why are we throwing blues on? Like, are they sharing a brain cell? What's going on? They're both throwing blues on the snitch bug. I'm like, wait, can we? Or like, oh my god. They need to pick a different brain cell to share.
Yeah, right. He saw no gate, I guess. Weird layout.
Maybe he was able to count because there's 3 gates, right? So if you see like, so that's a good one. Like if you see 2 gates at spawn and you see a gate not at spawn that isn't the hole, then you're in. Surprisingly like close race actually. Like this is like
yeah.
Kira's like
Curtis. Kira made up some serious time. Oh my god, Curtis has 8 purples.
yeah.
This is just a pain in the butt. Honestly, getting 2/3 on that is still kind of insane.
That's pretty good, yeah. Actually, honestly, for 8, that was fine combat. I do think
you
that
absolutely do not need the top off diamond there.
You
do not need to top off diamond there. Like,
yeah, if combat's that slow. Yeah, you definitely need the nectar. You definitely need to nectar those for sure. I would also nectar Kira at the end of this because there's a lot of leaves, Kira. Yeah, I mean, what happened? I was climbing on Kira early. Oh lord. Okay, this does not look like a good setup. Never mind, Kira's goated. All right,
you're full of crap.
No,
Kira's like, haha. You say this isn't a good setup?
If that was
watch me just get it.
If that was an intentional setup for Shakeless, then GG's. Otherwise,
there's no way it was. Yeah, it was luck. I think. If
it isn't my patented Twitch.tv tutorial on how to get Shakeless, then I just don't believe it. That's just how I am.
One of my favorite fake cap quotes. The
bisect the
welcome
line.
to another Twitch.tv tutorial featuring your boy Cap Revenge. All you do is bisecting.
And that's it. Just do what I do. It's consistent.
Yeah. Yeah. Pikmin Runner Impossible Challenge. Don't say just do what I do.
Yeah. Look, I just don't know why it's not consistent for everybody else. Just do what I do. No.
Right?
Okay, good, reasonable combat, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, Kira's not even gonna break. Wait, did Kira not get? Did Kira not get
What are you doing?
a
What
love
are you
nugget?
doing? My friend, what are you doing? You do not need
Wait,
these reds.
oh
These
my
reds are
god.
these reds are in
This,
another.
this is gonna be. This is obviously. You know what tilts me though is like Curtis is gonna still like is slated to still win this race. Though I don't know, squad wipe on GK3, crash is possible. No, but like Curtis is currently slated to win, so he's not gonna be punished for this like aggressively terrible option. Like even in a race. Like I get that he wouldn't have done it RTA, and he's just gonna be like, well, it was a race. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, this is terrible. You're telling me you can't do like a reasonable GK with 70 Pikmin? Come on, dog. You can
Yeah,
do it.
nothing's that heavy. 8820. So he needs 45 total in this cave, which is on the higher
Doable.
side for what we do in modern GK, but like totally doable.
Doable. It's just gonna be
Kira's I don't know what Kira's money's at, but I'm
no,
certain she's gonna need an
Kira's
extra
terrible. Kira
treasure.
needs, I don't even know how to do it in like in your math, but it's terrible. Like it is garbage. It is not breaking 89 here. Like you need
Well, yeah, you never break or
sorry,
88. Oh
88.
my
Sorry,
god.
88. 88. So you're not
Yeah,
breaking
so
89 here.
Kira needs 75. So Kira needs
Cave
Master's
complete
Instrument
GK.
plus the
Cave, cave
same
complete GK.
45.
I think you just cave complete GK. I think
No,
I
you
really,
just need no, you just need Master's Instrument or a cookie and then 45 or 50.
yeah, that's doable. But like, okay, if she forgets that she needs it an extra, I'm gonna yell at her though.
Yeah, cookie's not grabbable. Okay, we're getting
Oh, wait,
Master's
no.
Instrument. Good.
Yeah, well, yeah, there you go. All right, I was gonna lose my mind. Otherwise, oh Lord.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here. Up
Okay,
in here.
okay, oh, okay. Juke. All right, that was kind of.
What? It was so unnecessary. It's okay to have 7 on it. It's really fine.
I mean, the
It's
fact that
really
no one
okay. I
died. The
promise.
fact that no one died, I'm very impressed. Actually, I was like, I was clenched though. Um.
Yeah. Curtis is about a sub level ahead. They are just about. They're actually equivalent on Bug Bunny now.
Yeah.
So assuming Curtis doesn't make any like major mistakes,
I mean, it's looking
should
like
have
that as
it
well.
clinched.
Yeah.
But yeah, you gotta get through it without making those mistakes, and you also have to remember that you need this bug money. What is this layout though? Like, where is everything? I can't. Yeah. Why? Why are we doing this? Why is this how we've decided to load this?
Hey,
Blowhog's right there. Why? 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 You got it like that. The clacker does not have enough on it. You did not distract the blowhog.
This is, by the way, another great example of I don't know. It might. I'm curious if it ends up being okay, but like, okay. The pathing makes this not incredibly bad, but this is still kind of what I call a certain degree of backtracking. Like you just. I want to see if Kira does this any more square. Just go. Just grab it. Yes, whistle everything. Go. Leave.
Yep.
See now. Well, this is.
But you've lost your whites now, right? And that's the problem because
well,
now she's gonna have to go get her whites, right? Because
oh,
honestly, fine. No, perfect. Look, like Breadbug is pulling him away to your other location, and you're done now, right?
Where
Like
are
perfect,
you?
easy.
What are you doing?
What?
Why are you? You had. What are we doing? Oh, God. Aneurysm, you had it. Why are you? This is just like
Yeah.
the worst overtuning I've ever seen.
You get a little fidgety. Ugh.
don't know if I guess you just have to do the white sack with no purples. I
Yeah,
guess.
I was gonna say I'm not a huge fan of that, but I agree. There's not a whole lot of other options.
Yes.
You need lots of money here. It seems
Yeah.
like he knows that.
Yeah. He.
We've got Moke throws.
Wow.
Curtis making
He actually
quick
kind
work. Yeah, that was beautiful, man. Good job.
he kind of crushed them. Yeah. Damn. There you go. All right. So this is.
Is no, okay. Yeah, I don't think you max load all those bodies. Maybe I don't he knows his money better than I do, so he should know exactly where he's at, but
He had enough whites for the last. He had enough whites for white goodness. So
yeah,
I'm
but I think
in-
okay, it's not gonna be too bad in the end, is it? Okay. I thought
well,
Invigorator was gonna take a lot longer.
yeah.
Breadbug not cooperating there.
And the
Yeah,
fourth.
okay. So Kira is making a bit of a I think a tactical error here. Like I understand why you want to just do those throws with, your whole squad and one captain, but when you've got Invigorator up there specifically and you need to get two up, I think it's always the better play to just dismiss and
Do it with one
whistle only
captain.
purples. Yeah,
Yeah,
one
but like also, but
captain,
the thing is
only
that
purples.
I saw it. You run into your own captain when you do that.
And then
That's the
and then
problem.
you yeah, and then she just did this, which is also an issue, where she just dumped all of her purples on those enemies. And so you're
I mean,
left with a whole lot fewer purples to get this trick.
Moke
Her
throws
angles,
are also just like hard. I feel like sometimes you just have good days and
yeah.
sometimes you just have bad days. And if you have a bad day, then it's
She's
there you
yeah. Oh, there
go.
we go. Okay.
But yeah, when you have a bad day, it's hard. Yeah, that's fine. I think this is a thing where like brute forcing the thing that doesn't work is just not like a good like trying to get in high invigorator with both captains with your whole squad is just like
It's just not a
not
good use of your time, right? Like it
it's just
is.
not favorable. Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's just not likely enough to work for it to be worth it. If it's just white goodness up there, I'm less concerned about that because you only need to get one up. But when you have to get two up, yeah, I think it's just better to dismiss. All right, Curtis pulling off that floor pretty nicely. And he needs 19 in bodies on this last floor, which is great as far as bug money goes.
Yeah, perfectly fine. Um
I think Kira is
that
also in a point where she only needs 20, so that's good too.
yeah. If you can get one dwarf on 5 to make it 18, that would be swell.
Yeah,
Cuz
save yourself one. Ah!
well, I'm just saying like getting 3 anodes on 6 is fine. Getting 4 is I mean, it's not fine, but you 3 is just that much easier than 4 and vice versa. If you can save yourself an anode and just get like one dwarf on this floor, then it's pretty easy. Sometimes you can't. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, Curtis got red bug.
Oh
Which,
no!
luckily, I
Oh
mean,
no!
Kira just kind of like turbo exploded earlier, so it's like gonna probably still be fine. But classic.
Well, he's gonna get walkies now too. Yeah. That was. Yeah, it's tough. Like the Beatles were in bad positions, and he just took a little bit too much time. Wasn't quite decisive enough on getting, loading GBB on something. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
getting
I
some
mean,
walkies
I
now
think
too.
yeah. I mean, again, luckily, this is
Oh,
one of those
buddy,
things.
this guy's being primo asshole.
Oh man, I mean, again, I think it's still pretty fine, but this is gonna make it a lot closer than it should have been.
Yeah.
You know, it's still gonna be.
Oh, Curtis is chasing him around the back way,
Oh yeah,
just because
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what you're left with doing. Like
I
he did
mean,
not
yeah, like
cooperate.
it's yeah, and it's of course like a little bit obnoxious, but luckily there's
Oh boy. Oh no.
oh
Oy vey.
you just I just yeah.
Oy vey. No, that's not gonna
Okay.
work out for Kira.
Do you have any do you have any purples? Oh, you don't. That's not good actually. Oh, and Kira got bread.
Oh,
Oh,
Kira's getting bread bugged was BS. That was garbage.
yeah,
Like
that was kind of bullshit.
I can't really fault her for that. That was not her
That
fault.
oh man, what are we doing? What is the this race ending is something. Okay, like oh my god.
All right, GG Curtis. Kira
Oh
won't be too
geez.
far behind here. Yeah, this
Yeah,
was.
not too far behind, but oh my god.
I'm sure a frustrating experience for both runners.
Yeah. Yeah. What? Oof.
Kira needing these bug bodies. Oh no, you didn't.
But Kira, this is the whole thing. Just whistle Pikmin off of the treasure so that the bread book can get it. Like, what's the plan? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the story. I think the thing about Kira, and again, I understand that racing is just so much different from running. That like maybe mindset is different, but like you can't just. Sometimes it just really felt like Kira just did not have a plan on some of these floors. I'm saying that just like
Yeah,
not you know like it just like when you know, and I will say in early game when Kira was crushing it, like up until mid BK, Kira was doing great. Like Kira had really good game plans, but like
right.
near the
But it
mid, yeah,
it became a like there were times where I think the phrasing I used was like you were just ignoring the threat at hand, and
yeah, exactly.
you can't do that. You gotta deal with the threats that are there. So like the what I said that when the Wollywog thing happened on BK4.
Nice
Um,
999 by the way, but yes, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, no, for sure, no, you're totally right. I mean, the big thing is like skipping, going past the fire geyser is fine, but you need to have. I think the thing is like having a plan, like a combination of threat at hand and having a plan. Being like, if you skip the fire geyser, you have to have a plan to go back and kill it.
yeah.
Like you can't just skip it and be like, hope it works.
Right. Especially not in this setting. We're seeing another add-on, Curtis. Especially not in this setting, though. Like in a
Yeah,
run where you're behind and you want a PB, and you have a low chance of PB. Fine, you can
and
take
she did
risks like
that.
that. But
By the way,
in
she
this
9-9 on
setting, you
purpose. She
can't.
definitely could have gotten another bug. She's just
Oh
being.
no, she had one lined up.
Did she do that by
Uh,
accident? Oh, if that was an accident, then that is double sad. Oh, this is
yeah.
obnoxious. Actually, I thought she was doing it for a bit. It being by accident is kind of sad.
Yeah.
Silly.
Yo,
What up? Yeah, I wasn't looking. I was looking at my second monitor, and then I was like, oh, did I actually finish? Did I actually get the fourth body that I said I needed? And I didn't. And I'm like, oh, that's funny. I'm gonna roll with
Yeah.
this.
you can get like a bug, but yes,
Yeah, I'm just getting love nuggets
GG's
because
to
I
both
love it.
racers.
Yeah. All right, guys. I gotta go. GG to both of you. Was fun to watch. Was fun to commentate with you, especially Cap.
You're the best. All right,
Yeah. You all are awesome, and I love you all. Bye.
right.
Bye.
Thank you, Urban.
Yeah, let's
Unlucky,
Yes,
see.
I know. I
Kira.
love it. Yeah,
Unlucky.
no, not unlucky. Nah, that was all me because I was like, I thought I collected 4, so I just stopped looking at my monitor.
No, yeah, Kira, you played your first half was really good until BK4, obviously.
I know, like I'm gonna say this when I miss Fast Empress, I'm like, oh, that sucks a bit. Like this took this a whole of beast from pretty damn good. I would not lie. I was kind of playing my heart out for that.
Yeah, you were.
But and then it's like missing. I'm like, oh, fine, whatever, all good. Then BK4 happened. I'm like, okay, bro, this is not serious anymore. I don't care.
I would, yeah, but like one thing I would do is even with the less Pikmin, I would look at how Curtis did BK6 because on BK6, like that BK6 actually, BK4 was where you lost a lot of Pikmin, but BK6 was where Curtis like took the lead really hard. All I'm gonna say, not is that you were like very solidly ahead out of BK, like out of BK2. Like you were like 30 seconds ahead out of BK2, which is to say, and I mean Curtis was not playing terribly either. I think you were just playing that well, like you were playing really well.
Like I was kind of locked in.
Yeah, I just think you just kind of like it just exploded a little bit, which is that happens. Like that's just how the game goes.
Still,
There's some stuff.
I'm not gonna be doomer about it because literally all week I've been doing practice. Even the amount of blowing up that you saw there, that was actually like, huh, this is actually fine. Because in late game RTAs, offline shit, I've lost like 60-40 Pikmin. I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm not gonna continue. I have not finished a single run in my week of practicing.
Yeah, I mean it's like fine. I just really think like for me, I think there are some times where it looked like there was like no plan. I think that
And you're right.
It's rarer now than it used to be. But like I think there were still some really big like some stuff where and I get if your heart wasn't in it, but like just like one moment that I think really encapsulated like what is going on. On SCX6 you put all of your whites on the first treasure.
I know.
And it's just like and I don't want to like and you know that's bad.
I saw that. I'm like, huh, no lights for the rest of the floor.
Right, but just like instead of like it would have been faster honestly to go back and just get them. Like that's even what I'm trying to say. Like at that point it would have been faster to go back and just grab them. But like like that's just what I mean where it's like it was just moments like that where I'm just like Kira, you know better. But otherwise you played like your first half you played well, but I think the big thing is even when you're losing Pikmin, the thing is you only and then again 6 went horribly for you as well. But you were only not even counting how bad Curtis's 6 was. You were only like a minute behind.
I thought I played that SCX6 pretty well.
Speaking of which, how did your run go, Curtis?
I mean, I was bleeding Pikmin everywhere, and I made a few mistakes, but I felt like I was playing acceptably.
Yeah, you played fine. Yeah, you played good, honestly. There wasn't like a huge.
I got like 8 Matites or something on day 4. Something crazy.
That was sick. That was sick.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, GG, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Curtis
will be advancing to what is this, loser semifinals next. So we got 2 matches yet to be scheduled. That'd be Curtis versus Cap and Kemi versus Jack up in winners finals.
Top 4, baby. Let's go.
Honestly, went a lot further than I thought I would.
Top 5's pretty poggers too.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All right. I also am gonna dip, but as usual, this was really good. Curtis will we should schedule at some point. It'll be lit. It'll be good.
President died while I was messing around. But yeah, I agree.
Absolutely. All right. And that'll be it for the stream. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you later.